had any contact with. I mean, God, Gwyneth Paltrow I would love to have a scene with, and I would let her steal scenes as well. I would just be there to let them shine, and me just kind of be an ancillary function in their awesomeness. Um, yeah, Gwyneth is amazing. I met Jonathan Groff very recently, a very talented guy. God, so many guest stars have come to the show. Who am I forgetting?
Is there anything you'd like to see happen to Blaine that hasn't happened yet, or anything explored?
I don't know if I'll be around. Hopefully, you never know. I don't want to put anything out there either way. But if they do decide to have me around for season 3, I would really love it to start in the summertime, because I want to see what these kids are up to when they're not in school. I get it. You have like your established sets, and there's sort of a practicality, behind staying with the school and everything. But I just want to see a little bit of summer jobs, and it kind of opens up a whole lot of things. I always joke that everybody in Glee is like family-less. It's like no one has parents, no one has brothers or sisters. Once again, it goes back to the logistics of what is possible when you have such a huge cast. But I always joke at these, like anytime they have like a concert or something, like the parents never come, I guess. No one really cares, or no one's driving them home afterwards. I don't know how they're getting around. They're like 15, 16 years old. So I would love to see, I mean, I don't want to make that exclusive to Blaine. Anyone's family and home life. Blaine talks about his dad a lot in the past and episodes to come. So I'd be curious to see him show up, and it sounds like there's a bit of dark history there. So it's fun stuff to explore.
So we don't know for sure if you'll be back for season 3?
I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow, much less season 3, whether on my own, for my own personal affairs or for Glee. I mean, we're so, not I'm going to say last minute, but spontaneous, I'll say. So I have no idea. We'll see. I hope they keep me around. I'm certainly having a great time.
I imagine, well, it seems like you're very busy, like saying you don't know what's even happening tomorrow in your world.
No idea.
Do you get recognized wherever you go?
I don't know wherever I go. It depends where I go. I'm not exactly hanging out in Glee conventions every day. So it depends. But even if I do, it's I look very different in real life. I mean, I shaved today because I did a Warbler-like performance, but typically I got like a beard. I wear my glasses. I kind of look like a bum. So not really, but like even if it happens, I'm happy to address it, because I consider myself very fortunate that if at least I didn't release I'll let you know of like a sex tape, or I haven't done anything illicitly terrible where I sort of cowering in shame or anything. It's something that I'm extremely proud of, and I should be so lucky. And if someone wants to talk to me about it, hell yeah.
Have you guys started rehearsing for the tour yet, or not? You have not.
I have not the slightest idea what we're doing on tour, and probably won't until right before we go on tour. I'm not even being coy with you. I honest to God don't know.
What about your own personal music career?
Well, I was kind of at a crossroads right before I started Glee. I was literally about to throw in the towel with acting, because music was proving to be a little bit more sort of mentally, spiritually, financially lucrative. You're kind of the master and commander of your own ship, and you can decide when and what you're doing. And a lot of things were taking off for my theater company in Chicago. We charted on Billboard, and my EP started doing really well. And that was going to be my life. I was really just going to go the musician route. And then Glee called. So, that Glee is both empowered and complicated, that whole process. Whatever album I was about to put out, got put aside for a little bit. And but talk about the most gargantuan platform that is around right now. So if there was anything that was going to keep me from doing that, it might as well be something like this. So we'll see what I have time for. I mean, I'm very busy, and I'm happy to give my time to Glee. It's done wonders for me, and it'll happen eventually. I mean, right now we're just wrapping up producing the cast soundtrack for our latest show that we did in Chicago, Starship, and I wrote the music and lyrics for that. So that's kind of my output of music of recently. There'll be a ton of new tunes that no one's heard, and it's not me singing, and it's not folky rock stuff. It's musical theater, which is my other hat that I put on every now and then. But I'm very proud of it, and I'm looking forward to seeing how that does.
Wow. Is there anything about the Glee set that would surprise people? Like the actual set?
I'm still like a tourist of that set, because up until very recently, I spend a lot of more time off the set to shoot in Pasadena where Dalton exists. Um, Blaine visits, Kurt every now and then, so I get to see the set, and they always like, you don't know your way around? I'm like, no, I have no idea. How do I get out of here? Like, where can I find anything? So what would surprise? It's all kind of in one area, I guess, like most sound stages. For a show, you'd be surprised. Like, there's about 5 or 6 or 7 rooms that a lot of shots are in that are all just kind of next to each other. It's kind of funny that, when I saw the choir room, I like walked out and I was in Schuster's office. That was kind of cool. I don't know. It's a set. I have nothing juicy for it. There's crazy. That's leprechauns live there.
Right.
That's the secret.
That's the secret.
They live in Sue's office.
I'll run with that. So how are you going to spend your hiatus? Or you don't know? Because you're mentoring part of it.
I don't really take breaks. While I have the enthusiasm and the wherewithal, I'll probably be writing somewhere. And if I have a break, it's me, a break. It's me just chilling out and focusing on something, whether it be the next musical project or something for Starkey Productions, my theater company, or it's reading a lot, or it's doing something that is planning my next move. I have my brain in a million different projects. Now, whether or not they're good ideas or bad ideas is neither here nor there. But I'm always working towards something, and I just don't take breaks. So there's always something to be coming out in some way, shape, or form from a break. But I think mostly music stuff in some way, shape, or form, whether that be writing or playing shows for my own music. Who knows? I act all cocky and overzealous about my energy. I'm sure by the end of the tour I'm going to be like, screw this, I'm going to go to a beach somewhere. So ask me in a couple months when I'm like just done.
The music from the show and the Warblers has had such enormous success on iTunes. Do you ever go on, or you ever like, oh my gosh?
They'll get sent to me, and just like everything else, there's nothing that I can say that I honestly feel isn't understating what I'm really feeling. To say that I'm thankful for the reaction of the fans does it no justice. I feel like I have to pop a champagne bottle every 20 seconds to somehow validate the unfathomable amount of love that they have given me. So it's been pretty cool. I mean, a lot of the fans and supporters that I've had, are from before Glee, and they've really kind of remained true, and it's very cute. They're very possessive. We knew Darren before Glee, and it's like it doesn't really matter. But they've really been supportive of everything. And then, of course, the Glee fans, who are just massive amounts of people. So, I don't even know what to say. I'm not even answering your question anymore. I'm withering under the gratitude.
That's great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good
Thank
job.
you so much.
Okay. Do you mind? We're going to take a quick photo or two.
That's fine. That's fine.
Print story.
Yeah.
It's a little bit vintage Hollywood